Nothing like racing in the Keystone State during a heat wave with temperatures flirting around triple digits. But can anyone win all three outlaw races? Let round one begin. The action kicks off Wednesday with the first ever middle of the week summer stop at the Speed Palace. The only Posse driver to win a heat race, Danny Dietrich, moves from fourth and a drag race down the front stretch just to edge out Brad Sweet. Dietrich wasn't even supposed to race after a nasty wreck at Eldora. The team throws a brand new car together, and yes, the Posse fans go crazy. The track wide open as drivers search for moisture and hammer the top. Macri and Dietrich battle for the podium spots as Kyle Larson led the field by an entire straightaway and picks up his first win in Posse land this year.
We've always been really good here, and cool to win an outlaw race. I think that's 3 in a row for us against the Outlaws here, so Posse can't seem to beat me at an outlaw show here.
Full schedule for Larson: wins Port, wins Linda's Thursday, while balancing the Cup schedule at Pocono. Round 2 at Williams Grove to kick off the Summer Nationals. Battle for the transfer in Heat 3. Dietrich hooks Freddie Raymer with Weikert's cattle horns, and for how hot it is outside, it's even hotter in the pits. Robbie Kendall edges out Raymer for the final transfer spot, so Raymer uses a provisional. So it's the hottest driver and the winningest driver on the front row. Lap traffic becomes a problem for the leaders with 8 left, a nice sigh of relief, especially for Lance DeWeese, who's on the move from 9th. You know he loves the bottom, gets by Brad Sweet, then steals the lead away from Brent Marks. The legend shows up the young guns and checks off win 106 at the Grove.
Brent's such a good racer now. I had to make sure I didn't show him I was down the bottom yet, and I got a good enough run and got by him before he could get back down from me.
And an all-Posse podium. Round 3 Saturday night for 20 grand gets delayed nearly 2 hours. First for win, as my hair can attest to that, then for showers. Posse not looking as strong. Dietrich and Devin Borden, the only two in the dash. Sheldon Haudenschild wins it and starts on the pole. In his 2000th outlaw start, Donnie Schatz goes back and forth with Haudenschild for the lead, then shuffles back to fourth. 6 laps left. Macri and Carson Macedo get together. Larson has nowhere to go and brings out the red. Coming to 2 left, Haud's right rear catches the wall. Sweet sneaks under, then in turn 1, Dietrich gets by the 17. Double D needs another lap or 2 to pass Sweet. Long time coming, Brad Sweet finally captures his first win at the Grove.
It was a really fun 30 laps. When you have a car like that, it's a fun racetrack. So it was nice to finally conquer Williams Grove, I can tell you that.
Drivers never know when their first 410 win will come. Ryan Timms, not even old enough to have his permit, already has half a dozen wins. The Oklahoma native Ryan Timms treks across the country to compete against the Pennsylvania Posse.
These guys, they're definitely the best in the business, and this is the toughest place I think I've ever ran.
Starts to make the transition to 410s last year and has already raced nearly 60 races in 2022. But there's just one problem. He's currently 15 years old and can't race at certain tracks because they follow the strict outlaw rules of being 16. The Speed Palace makes an exception, and with a few extra signatures from his parents, makes his Port Royal debut in May and comes back for PA Speed Week.
The more we run out here, the better we'll be when we go back to like the Midwest or out west. So we'll just keep doing our thing out here and see what we can do.
And so far, 2 top 10 finishes in Central PA. Timms isn't even old enough for his permit and already has a half a dozen 410 wins. And that keeps growing the more experience he gets.
It gets annoying sometimes, but it'll just make me that much better when I am 16 and I can run wherever.
He has 100 wins in micros, midgets, 360s, and 410s combined on his resume. Timms has a month until he turns 16 on August 26th. No plans so far, but it just so happens the Outlaws are racing that day at River Cities in North Dakota.